Yo, peace family. This your partner, people, cousin Kia Kalaku. And today I'm coming to you. I want to speak with you about African ancestry. I recall being in elementary school and hearing the other ethnicities of students talk about, oh, my grandparents are this or my grandparents are that. And for me, in the experience of other black people, it was like, oh, we just from Louisiana or we just from X, Y, and Z. We really couldn't trace a specific country to where our people was from until now, until the 21st century. We have the technology in these companies like Ancestry.com and African Ancestry, which I'll be going over my results with in a few minutes. So today, I got an email from Ancestry.com that notified me that my results are in. So this is going to be a reveal video and also me speaking with you about the results that I got from AfricanAncestry.com a couple of years back. So just to get off into African Ancestry, the results that they give you the direct linkage between, like the direct linkage for your father's fathers and your mother's mothers. This is called your patrilineal line and your matrilineal line. Your patrilineal line or your patriclan is your father's fathers. And your matrilineal line is your mother's mothers, and so on and so forth. So the results that I got from African Ancestry show that my forefathers came from a tribe called the Bisa people. And the Bisa people, you know, over time, of course, our people migrated, but currently right now, maybe in the past 100 years or so, the Bisa people have been located in northeast Ghana, and they've also been located, it's like a cluster, you know, the way the boundary lines have been written down in Africa is so controversial, but in this region between northeast Ghana and southwest Burkina Faso, this is where the Bisa people are, and this is where my father's father was, or you know, was a part of that tribe, a part of that ethnic group before we were taken and brought to the United States. On my mother's side, the results came back to where it was like, I want to say about, it was like a mix of different ethnic groups from the Bioki Islands, Cameroon, the Bubi people of the Bioki Islands, the Hausa people of Cameroon, and the Tikar people, I want to say, of Cameroon as well. I'm going to have to, don't quote me on that, I'm going to have to go back and check on that. So in essence, I know exactly where my people came from at the deep roots. So what I'm going to find out right now is like, what are the other components that make up my ancestry, that make up me in totality? Because of course, I'm not just straight Bisa or straight Bioki. You know, my father's fathers, they had to get with somebody else that came from a different tribe. So what Ancestry.com will do, as I'm quite sure some of you may know, Ancestry.com breaks down your ethnicities or your DNA to specific regions in the world. So you may be pinpointed to, you know, clusters of West Africa or a specific country, but they don't tell you exactly what ethnic group. That's the advantage, I feel, of African ancestry. So if you're an African American person or African descent person, you want to find out exactly where your forefathers and where your foremothers, you know, your mama them, where they came from. Go ahead and check out African ancestry. It's a little pricey, but it's definitely worth it. If you care in your heart about, you know, your roots, then it's definitely worth it. Ain't no price on that. You feel me? So yeah, let's go ahead. I got my my email queued up over here. Let me see. Boy, look, yeah, I'm gonna put them glasses on. So I can really see, you feel me? Ancestry.com. Oh yeah, here we go. It's the moment you've waited for. Yeah, I've been waiting for a few weeks. I want me to sign in. I want me to sign in. Hold, let me sign in with my password. Okay, let's see. Great news, Kid Kyla. Your results have arrived. Your results include 1. Ethnicity breakdown, 2. DNA story, 3. DNA matches. All right. So, boom. That's funny. So, number 1 on the list is Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu people. That's 34%. And going back to AfricanAncestry.com, it let me know that a large part of, well, some of my mother's genealogy or lineage goes back to Cameroon. And this happens to be the largest percentage: Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu people. Mali is second up with 15%. Interestingly enough, third place is Scotland with 12%. And I tell y'all something, the surname of my Patrick clan is McGee, and you know McGee is very known for being like a Scotland last name, and yeah, I'm quite sure, I'm quite certain there was some intermingling of the McGee person who was holding Africans captives. I'm pretty sure his DNA got in there, but that's just the reality of being an African American. Nigeria in fourth place at 11%. Senegal, light came off of Nigeria. Shouts out to Niger. Them that, but it's all good. Senegal, 10%. Ivory Coast and Ghana, 9%. Wales, that's, right there around Scotland. Sweden and Denmark, that's at 2%. And 1%, we got Southern Bantu people in South Africa. We got some Northern African at 1%, Southern Philippines at 1%, and Ireland at 1%. So interesting. A mix, but primarily as the DNA and as reality shows, I'm pulling all of my DNA from the motherland, and I'm going to dive a little deeper into this. Ancestry.com not only tells you the breakdown of your ethnicity and your DNA, but it also connects you with people who you share DNA with. And I think this is an interesting thing because you can find cousins that you have, distant cousins and relatives that you never even met, other sides of the country. And sometimes they could be right around the corner from you. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, boy, that's a controversial piece. So I'm quite sure people got some surprise. I done heard some surprise stories myself, but we'll see what all this has in store. But I am going to end it here and just wanted to share with y'all what my experience has been dealing with a number of ancestry products. And for those who are out here on the pathway of further discovering their roots, continue digging, continue discovering, continue to unreveal, continue to learn the depths of yourself and your family. This is your partner, people. Kid Kala, cool. Be cool, be you, and I'm out, you dig?